Have you ever thought about the considerations for a pet in a divorce? I'm attorney Allison Tilton. I'm a family law attorney and co-owner of the Grayview Group, and today I'm joined by Peg McLaughlin, a legal document preparer and owner of SoCal Legal Docs, and Dan Downs, managing director with Temecula Valley Animal Hospital. We're here to talk to you about some of these considerations. To get the legal information out of the way, in California, pets are treated as personal property and are divided in the community property division of a case. They're given a value and then bought out by the other party, but there are some other ways to divide up pets. So first, Peg, can you share a few of the different possibilities, ideas, or examples of what you've seen people do for sharing pets in a divorce?
Sure. Well, a lot of times, primarily, the pet will go with one party. You know, they will become the one owner of that pet. Another option is for the pet to live primarily with one party, and then the other one basically gets visitation rights. So maybe come over on a Saturday and take the dog for a walk or something like that. So, and then the third option I would say would be that the pet goes back and forth between homes, like with the children, for example. You know, if the children go to mom's for a week, then the dog goes with, and if it goes to dad's for a week, the dog goes back with dad's house to dad's house. This would work great with dogs for the most part, but cats need one place. They don't travel real well. So those are just a few of the options that people might consider.
Those are great. Thank you. And Dan, are there emotional considerations for a pet that splitting parents should consider?
Sure. One of the things to consider is for the emotional health of the pet is to provide continuity. Have an understanding between both parties, if they are separated, to have the same type of food. And also maybe a set of the same feeding time, so that no matter where they are, there is some sense of continuity for the pet. Also, when they are transferring from one home to another for a short period or long period of time, maybe perhaps transfer the same dog bed so that there's a familiar place to rest for the dog.
Those are so many things that I had never even thought about, these emotional considerations of the pet. That's some great information. And do either of you have any tips or other considerations that you think that it's really important that separating spouses should consider in their divorce?
Well, I would say a lot of times in a divorce, cost is always going to be a factor. So if parties are going to share custody of their pet, they may want to consider sharing the costs associated therewith. So for one example, maybe one party pays the pet insurance and the other party pays for, say, the food and any, uncovered veterinary bills. And also they should make sure that if they're sharing custody of the pet, both parties should be listed on the medical records at the veterinary's office so that they can talk to both people to authorize care and things like that.
Yeah, that's a good call. Also remember to have both parties, if they are going to share, legally, whoever is named on the contact information for a pet's microchip, that is a legal document for who owns that pet. So make sure that both parties, if they are sharing, are also on that contact information so that they can truly share the pet. One other thing I like to be is we're fear-free in perspective, we're trying to create a good emotional health. So for some other aspects, you can continue your education at fearfreehappyhomes.com. Fearfreehappyhomes.com gives some great suggestions for creating a good home. Regardless if you're a single family or a split family, that's a great resource.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to both of you for all of this wonderful, valuable information. If you are interested in other information on this topic or other topics related to the family, check out the Temecula Valley Family Resource Network.com. And thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank you.